Hello and welcome to IT Planet. I, Saroj Mehta at Vasisth Vidyalay, once again welcome you back with the new presentation. In previous presentation, we have covered the first part of HTML. Here we are covering the second part of HTML. Hope you understood the basic concept in previous presentation. Let's continue with the HTML second part. In this chapter, I will be covering the following topics. First, semantic tags, HTML attributes and entities, avoiding syntax error in HTML, rendering HTML, text editor and web browser for HTML5, viewing HTML code in a browser. So let's begin with the semantic tags, HTML attributes and entities. First, I will be discussing the semantic tag. Children, in HTML5, it includes some semantic tag which describe a particular part of a web page. For example, doc type. Doc type, it is a tag which declare in the beginning of the web page, and it tell us that this document is of HTML5 document, or in HTML5 the doc type declaration is required. Second, we have navigation tag. Navigation, we use nav tag for this. It defined important navigational link for the other page of your site. Next, header. The header tag can use to define introductory information, for example, logo, slogan, website name, etc. So for this we use header tag. Tag appears at the every beginning of the body of the page. Next, we have footer tag. As the name is footer, footer tag is put to the copyright information, for example, copyright information and contact address or small print item of the page. It typically goes at the end of the page before closing the body tag. Next, we have section tag. The section tag offers the generic way of grouping related information on the web page. Next, we have article tag. Article tag for defining the self-contained information on the web page. Next, we have aside tag. Aside tag mark information on your page as the main content of the tag. The aside tag is useful for defining pull codes, glossary terms, or the set of the link related to the article. Next, we have canvas tag. Canvas tag enable you to define the blank drawing area. It provides us an area where we can draw something, or user can draw some shapes, draw a straight line or curve line, and apply some color, and even add images within the area. Next, we have audio and video tag. HTML5 also offers us the video tag to embedding video clips into our web page, and the audio tag to embedding audio sounds. Let's start with the HTML attribute. Very important topic, children. Now, in HTML, some tags have attribute that offer us the options. For example, font is a tag, but what we want in font, we also require font color, we can ask for font size, we can ask for font face. So font is a tag, but color is a attribute of font tag, and this red is a value of this attribute, and value always come in double quote. So some tags use attributes such as font tag. I told you it could be, here we can also write font size is equal to 18. So font is a tag, size will be attribute, and the 18 will be value. But there are some tags which do not need attributes, like BR tag. Hope you understood this. Next, we have entities. Entities are the special characters such as the copyright symbol, such as fraction symbol. These symbols are not readily available on the keyboard. So if we want these type of symbol in our web page, then for that, first of all, we have to proceed by the ampersand. This is called ampersand symbol. Generally, we call and symbol, and followed by the semicolon. For example, we can write ampersand, copy, and semicolon. It will add a copyright symbol on our web page, which is not readily available on the keyboard. So if we want such type of symbol, we have to write ampersand, then tag, and then followed by the semicolon. Next topic is avoiding syntax error in HTML5. How we can avoid errors in HTML5? The simple thing is, when we write a code, make sure the bracket, angular bracket, is the beginning of the tag is done properly, and while we have closing it, make sure that we have closed it with the slash symbol. Another thing is the attribute value. For example, font size, font color, or P align is equal to center. Make sure the value always come in quotation mark or double quote. If we are writing nested tag, the meaning of nested tag is tag within tag. For example, P tag, and after that I am also using bold tag. So when we are using multiple tag together, make sure that it is closed in a proper sequence. At the end tag, end is B, will close first, and then P will be closed at the end in opposite sequence. Always consider using a new line for typing code instead of running everything together. It is in one line. It will make your web page readable. Doing so will not affect our web page, because web browser ignore the extra white space. Next topic we have rendering HTML. Rendering HTML means accessing our HTML file. When a browser display our web page, that time it retrieve HTML file from the local storage or server, and then read the HTML tag, determine how the content should be formatted and displayed on the page. The HTML tag tell the browser that image, video or text or other content need to be downloaded and integrated into web page according to the web page tag. Next topic we have text editors and web browser for HTML5. Let's begin with the text editor. Children, in previous presentation I told you HTML code we can write in any text editor. HTML document are the plain text document, so you can write in any text editor program. For example, you can write in Notepad, you can write in MS Word, WordPad, Gradit. All these are the text editor. You can write your HTML code on this, and only thing is you need to save it with the .html or .html. Microsoft Windows come with the Notepad, Apple Mac computer come with the text edit, and the Ubuntu come with the Gradit. So these all are the simple plain text editor only. So we can write our code in any text editor. Only when we save, put the extension .html or .htm. Next is web browser. Children, in last presentation also I told you what is web browser. Web browser is an application which is used to access web page, or which is used to access our internet. Okay, so some of the browsers are Opera, Google Chrome, Safari, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer. All these are the browsers. Okay, when coding when coding your HTML, you can use a web browser to test the work. Whatever code we have done, it will be only display on any particular web browser, whatever is available in your system. Popularly browsers use these days are, I already told you, Opera, Google Chrome, Safari, Mozilla Firefox, etc. So here come with our end of the topic, that is viewing HTML5 code in a browser, how to view HTML code. So viewing HTML5 code meaning is here, once our coding is done, once our web page is ready, after viewing web page, how we can go back to our coding. So you can view the HTML code used to create a web page of your choice. Viewing HTML from different website is a good way to learn how the code is written, and you will also get the new ideas for your new pages. Simple thing what you have to do, start any web browser whatever is available, for example Internet Explorer, then open the web page which you want to view, okay, and then press Alt key, and then Alt key from the keyboard, and the menu bar will display. Then select view menu, and from view menu select the source option. Once you will select the source option, it will display you the HTML code, that how this web page is made using what coding is written here. To close the HTML5, once you have done, to close the HTML, simply click on the cross symbol to close the window. Here we comes end of the slide. Hope you like the presentation, you understood the basic concept of HTML. If you feel any doubt, you can comment and contact to me. Thank you and bye bye. Stay happy, stay safe.